Hi, everybody. August 10th, Monday. Happy Monday. Oh, God damn it. Why do I keep saying that? There's no such thing as a happy Monday. All right, in this video, this is a big video. It's kind of long. I didn't want to break this up because this is kind of important stuff. In this video, we're taking that big sheet of aluminum that we've got there. It's not really big, but it is thick. And we are making a new version of the center panel. Okay, the first thing to do is we've got jigsaw out and we're going to fit the autopilot controller in. So of the 5 things that go into the front center stack, right, we've got the WAS transponder, we've got audio panel, we've got a radio, we've got the autopilot controller and a G5, and that's a lot. Only the WAS, audio panel, and radio have racks, right? Standard racks that the avionics slip into and then just bolt into place. The autopilot controller and the G5 do not. And you just saw me sort of quasi-fitting the autopilot controller in there. It's just got 2 little tabs that sit around the side. Great. Now that I've got that, it's time to unveil. Before I do that, I would just like to thank you, the viewer, for watching. I think we're up to like almost 1,200 people. It's freaking outrageous. And building a plane kind of gets kind of slow. And I have to admit that, you know, putting these out for you guys sometimes actually does a little bit of motivation for me. So, you know, it's happy days. So, 2 things. 1, you're never going to see the bench that clean again. And 2, check it out. Here's the final piece for the center. That is the GNX 375. That is WAS GPS and ADSB dual band in and out. And there you can see the installation rack that it comes in. So those 3 installation racks I talked about, eventually those will get drilled in and mounted or screwed and locked into the panel later. Oh, check it out. There's the pilot manual. Look at that. Yeah. I haven't even cracked that thing open. So yeah, it's pretty thick. And there you can also see the GA, 35, 56, 57. It's the WAS GPS antenna that goes along. So the GNX 375 has 2 antenna connections in the back. One's for the transponder and one's for the WAS GPS, right? Okay, here we go. So anyway, we'll get back to that later. So here we're starting to actually make the stack, right? Audio panel at the top, radio in the center, GNX 375 at the bottom. Okay, so my first thought was, why don't we go ahead and put the autopilot controller at the top, right? Looks good. It's what I'm probably going to be using, well, the most, at least on long cruise flights, which will be, you know, tweaking the autopilot. But then I thought, you know what? I think it would look better at the bottom. So here we are. We got that at the bottom. G5 at the top. And my G5 is going to be in the center. I know a lot of people like to put it on the left-hand side where the pilot is, and look, and that's all well and good. But like I've always said, what good is that G5? Because it's a backup instrument. What good is a backup instrument if you're flying in the right seat and it's all the way on the left? Right? So I'm putting mine in the center stack. And I think, you know, it looks pretty good. So for the rest of the video, you're basically watching me grind out that center hole. Now, this isn't actually mounting into the panel. This is just trying to get them to fit into this piece of metal that's going to be the center panel. For the rest of the video, you're just going to watch me chip away at it with some files, trying to get the spacing ever just right. Because, of course, I mean, this is a good piece, but I'm not going to actually have that as my final piece. So, anyway, quick rant. This is a pilot rant. So, to young, stupid pilots that are trying to get killed in my planes, you. I got this child in our club who's got a license. He's always wanted to fly, and that's great. But he has no respect for the planes, or he has, I don't know, he's got the invulnerability complex. And he texted me the other day. He goes, "Hey, I'm in plane so-and-so. Where's the transponder in this thing? I don't know how the transponder works. Well, it's one of the planes that we have that has glass in it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So that's literally why I texted him back. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're supposed to know all the systems of a plane before you start flying it. Who signed you off to fly that damn thing? And I have no patience for that shit. You want to kill yourself, buy your own plane and do it there. Right? Yes, I know it's only just a transponder. It's not like he's saying, hey, where's the control yoke? Or, hey, I don't know where the rudder pedals are. But still, like, if he starts getting confused and they're like, hey, squawk, blah, 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 and he can't find a transponder and he's searching through the panel, what are you doing when you're not looking at the panel? You're flying into people, you're flying down, you're not paying attention to what you're supposed to when you're VFR, which is the outdoor traffic. So, please, don't get yourself killed. That'll just piss me off. All right, ran over. So now we've got the piece of metal fit. Looks pretty good. I've got the boxes taped up here, and the idea is that now that the racks are sort of taped in place, we can now take those. God, that does not look good. And we'll be able to now set, because that piece of metal's already been pre-cut and fastens into the panel perfect, now we can actually find out where to place those racks and start mounting those, which is really awesome. All right. Thank you for joining me. Wednesday, we're actually probably going to get into getting some of that into the plane. So, see you soon.